Since Light discovered the Death Note, a shinigami named Ryuk has been following him wherever he goes. To avoid police detection, Light got used to leaving pencil leads on the door hinge as markers every time he left the house. However, one day when he returned home, he found that the pencil lead had broken into two. At that moment, Light realized that the police had started to suspect him as a suspect. To divert their attention, Light pretended that nothing had happened. He sat at his desk and pretended to do his homework. Meanwhile, Ryuk, who could only be seen by him, kept trying to start a conversation. Light continued to act as if he didn't hear anything. If he were to show that he could see Ryuk, the police watching him would immediately become even more suspicious that he was the owner of the Death Note. After all, anyone who owns a Death Note can write down someone's name, and that person will die instantly from a heart attack. For 2 full weeks of 24-hour surveillance, the detective team analyzed every movement of Light, even his blinks. But they did not find a single mistake. No mysterious deaths occurred during that time. Just when the police were about to stop the operation, Detective L insisted that Light was the person they were looking for. The reason was that the fact no mysterious deaths occurred during the surveillance actually became proof that Light was the suspect, because he did not have the opportunity to strike. After the surveillance ended, L was convinced that the killings would start again. Sure enough, as the task force was preparing to arrest him, shocking news arrived. Mysterious deaths from heart attacks happened again. As in previous cases, all eyes were on the live surveillance feed. However, there, Light was seen simply relaxing, chewing potato chips without showing anything suspicious. His name indeed appeared completely clean. The detectives' clues began to hit a dead end, and they started to wonder whether all this time they had been suspecting the wrong person. However, what the detectives never imagined was that Light had hidden a mini television and a small piece of paper, torn from the Death Note inside his bag of chips. His plan was so brilliant that even Ryuk, the shinigami standing right there, was surprised when it all unfolded. Without strong evidence, the police had no choice but to remove Light from their list of suspects for the time being. Even Ryuk began to find all of this very entertaining. He never expected the current owner of the Death Note to be that clever.